I bet you never knew that you could make gluten-free meatballs in a crockpot this easy. This week on Drake Eats, we're showing you how to make the most delicious gluten-free meatballs you've ever tasted. We're bringing multiple sides of our family together as we make spaghetti and meatballs.
We are Jonathan and Holly Drake, and we love food, gathering around the table and sharing a good meal.
When we went gluten-free, we had to reinvent our favorite family recipes. We're here to show you gluten-free cooking can be simple and delicious.
Welcome to Drake Eats.
All right, so I've had people tell me all the time that they don't make a homemade spaghetti sauce. They prefer a jarred spaghetti sauce because it's just super easy.
A ragu?
Like a ragu, a prego. Prego. I am not even going to try.
We're not Italian.
No, we're not.
We should not even try to pronounce that. I'm sorry. No. Anyways, go ahead.
This is the easiest homemade spaghetti sauce you will ever make. Legit. Cannot go wrong. This can be made regular spaghetti sauce on the stovetop or with meatballs.
And it's a family secret recipe.
It is. It's a little bit of both sides of the family.
So
it's
my mom,
your mom's
spaghetti sauce recipe, and then our bonus mom's meatballs.
So let's get started.
Delicious.
So since we're doing this in the crock pot, like I said, you can make this on the stovetop if you're just making regular spaghetti. But if you're going to do the meatballs, it needs to be in the crock pot all day. You're going to do a half a cup of chopped green bell pepper and a cup of onion. And just throw that in your crock pot. They do not have to be pre-cooked because this is going to go in the crock pot all day long.
And they'll get nice and
tender
and all that good stuff.
30 ounces of tomato sauce. If you're using canned tomato sauce, that's 2 cans. Just dump it right into the crock pot. I need a spoon. I always forget a spoon. That's why they're conveniently placed over here.
And you're a wooden spoon kind of.
I am a wooden spoon.
I like a nice spatula, but
I like a wooden spoon. Look,
I'll put
now
that
it's all
over
dripping down this side.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not done. I'll take my spoon. A small can of tomato paste.
This is the hardest stuff
tomato
to get
paste
out of a can.
It's the worst.
Holly pulled it out and put it in this nice little cup for viewing pleasure, but man, you got to really dig to get it out of that
pleasure. So just mix that up. Tomato paste, it's super thick. Try and get that mixed in there. Here, you mix while I finish.
Okay.
So try and just bust up that tomato paste. All right, this recipe calls for 2 tablespoons
of
Worcestershire sauce.
I keep saying Worcester, but there's no CH in it, so
it's the southern.
We did this a few episodes ago where we went back and forth about, and no one knows how to say it.
No one knows. Anyways, I like the Lee and Perrins. It actually says on the label gluten-free, so I like that. No guesswork. So 2 tablespoons. This just gives it that nice
sweet, tangy, not tangy.
Not tangy.
Just
Don't
sweet.
use tangy. I don't like that word tangy. People use that word tangy. I'm not a fan. Okay, do you want to do the dry seasonings?
I can do the dry seasonings.
Okay, so get it all mixed up.
Oregano, basil, pepper.
Why do we let him out of the house?
And garlic salt.
You've got the salt too.
And salt.
Little NaCl.
All right, how much am I doing of each of these?
So you are going to do a teaspoon of black ground pepper.
Oh, they don't have the lids.
No, don't do that. You can do it like this. Just do that. Just pop that little thing.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's not. No, that's a half teaspoon.
A teaspoon.
A teaspoon.
Okay.
Yep. Seems like a lot, but it gives you that.
Okay.
I like.
So a teaspoon
of pepper.
Of black pepper.
Of black pepper.
Oh, these new little jars.
But they're pretty.
Oh, there it is.
They're not super functional, but they're really pretty.
They are not functional at all. All right, pepper. What's next?
A teaspoon of salt.
Teaspoon of salt.
And just fold that into your sauce. Oh my.
There's not enough salt in the cup.
There's plenty. That's okay. Well,
that's you can't have too.
Yes, you can.
No, Hey, comment below on this video. Can you have too much salt? And I disagree as much as you want. I say I'd dump the rest of this cup in there.
And who had their first kidney stone a couple months ago?
Okay. Who's had 48 kidney stones? This one.
Well, that was before I was gluten-free.
That is true, but still, she's in the lead.
Half a teaspoon of basil.
Half a teaspoon of basil. Okay.
Half a teaspoon of oregano.
Oregano.
Nope. Oregano.
I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Oregano.
Pretty sure it's oregano.
Half a teaspoon?
Yes.
Half a teaspoon. Oregano smells so good.
Oh, you mean oregano?
I mean what I said. Oregano, okay.
Okay.
Garlic salt.
A half a teaspoon of garlic salt.
So the only one that you put a full teaspoon is salt and pepper.
Yes.
Everything else is half a teaspoon.
Yes.
Just for the people that are already getting lost, as I am.
Well, we post the recipe at the
That's
end.
true.
Screenshot at the end. I actually had someone ask me that the other day. They're like, how do I get the recipe?
We put it at the
At
end.
the end, pause the video, take a screenshot. If you're watching on your phone, take a screenshot. If not, just take a
In the YouTube description, I always put the time that it actually pops up first on the screen, so you can, if you've already watched the video and you want to go back, you can just scroll all the way. Or if you've never watched to the end of the video, watch to the end of the video. It's pretty good stuff.
I think we're funny. I mean, I think we're the only ones that think we're funny, but here we are. Okay, so now you've got your sauce ready. That's it. That is the sauce recipe, guys.
Come on. And it's delicious.
It's delicious, gluten-free, not from a jar, because let's be honest, Lord only knows what they're putting in those jars.
Yes.
Okay, so set that aside. Now you're gonna make your meatballs. And Jonathan today, he's never done this before, y'all. I'm always the one that does this. So he's never done this. He's going to make the meatballs.
We're done. Is that how it works?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's not like one of those videos where they throw it down and it's like cooked.
Yeah, we don't do those kind of videos because we want you to see how we actually get there. But hey, we like those people too. Props to them for their magic editing skills.
Those are, I mean, it's impressive.
It is very cool. All right, so am I dumping this in here?
Yeah, so 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Dump into the bowl.
Or ground chuck?
Ground chuck. I prefer ground chuck.
You like the ground chuck.
It's not as, nope, not yet.
Should I wash my hands? Can't remember if I did, but we're already this far in.
It's just us eating.
That's true.
We wash our hands
if we
when
were
guests
cooking
come
for you
over.
guys and y'all were coming over to eat it, then
yeah,
probably should have washed my hands. But
we wash our hands.
We always wash our hands. I'm just joking. Okay.
1/2 cup of gluten-free seasoned breadcrumbs. I like the 4C brand. I find them at any of the major grocery stores.
Now seasoned, you mean like?
So they make Again, Jonathan doesn't do the grocery.
I'm just asking
God bless
for
him.
the people that.
Right. So seasoned, you can buy plain breadcrumbs or you can buy seasoned breadcrumbs. Buy the seasoned breadcrumbs. I'm not sure what they put in them that makes them seasoned, but you want the seasoned breadcrumbs.
Is it like Italian seasoning?
It smells like Italian seasoning. I smell it. It's got the little green stuff in there.
Yeah, it does smell a little.
So I'm assuming it's an Italian seasoning.
It smells like I would be dining on the coast of, what's that?
Amalfi.
Yeah, the Amalfi coast. All right, 1 egg.
1 egg. And then I just eyeball it. The recipe, there really isn't a recipe measurement for this. Onion salt. Just gives it a little something. I just kind of eyeball it. It depends on how oniony. Yeah. I mean, I would say that's probably about maybe 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon.
Okay.
All right. Now, Jonathan, are you ready?
Do I get my hands dirty now?
You do.
With the egg?
Yes.
That's super gross.
The egg makes
I don't
it
want to
stick
do that.
together. Well,
I'm doing it.
you're doing it. So get in there with your hands.
I don't know if I've ever done this with egg
And just get it
before.
all mixed together.
I can do this.
Just get all those breadcrumbs mixed in there evenly. It's like if you've ever made a meatloaf, you mix it all together. It's the same concept. Just get in there. Oh, yeah. So just get it all mixed up really good. And now we're going to make it into
Meatballs.
So 1.5 pounds makes about 12 to 13 meatballs depending on the size. So that's way too small. Way too small.
Perfect.
No, get a good handful. Okay, well, not one of your man hands.
You remember at Olive Garden how they came out with like the mega meatball and it was like this big? It was like enough for 5 people.
That would take 2 days to
on one
make.
plate.
Okay.
It was like this big. It was
Okay.
just a massive, huge ball of meat.
I mean, it's like a meatloaf at that point. Let's be honest.
I agree. Okay.
You shaped a meatloaf into a ball and called it a meatball.
So you're saying I should be able to get 12 to 13 out of this?
You just eyeball it.
What do
Let
you
me
think?
see. That's a good
Okay,
size.
that's a good
so
size.
roll that up.
Oh, wow, 2 points.
So roll it up. And I just kind of
like
like
this.
pat it. The rolling doesn't really work. There you go. So show everybody the size. That's a good size.
Okay.
Okay?
Plop it in?
Yes. Just throw it right in your sauce because they're going to shrink down as they cook. You know, meat, it always decreases in size as it cooks. So, again, about 12 meatballs, 12 to 13, depending. That's a good size. Yep. Again, some people like smaller meatballs. I have just found they get really dry. I like the bigger meatball. I'd rather have less meatball because, again, it's still going to fill you up. And it doesn't get dry. It's super, super tender.
We try and convince our son that we try and make some smaller ones and give those to him, but he doesn't want those. He wants the big ones.
I have to cut him off at 3-4 meatballs. I'm not even joking,
Now,
you guys.
I mean, seriously, I on a regular meatball night can probably do 2, maybe 3 if I'm
I do
just
2.
starving. And this kid can eat at least 4 to 5.
Yep.
It is the most unbelievable thing. I mean, you guys know, if you have a teenage boy, it's ridiculous.
Well, he's not a teenager, though.
He's 7.
He's 7.
I don't know how many meatballs
Well, you
I am
can
at,
still see 'em.
but I have...
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're going to get 13.
I'm going to have 13 exactly.
Yeah, don't leave none of that meat. Probably some meat right now, please. Get all that. And I love this because, like I said, we are a family of 3. We have leftovers. Like, this makes 2 meals for us. These freeze really, really
Yeah, I mean,
well.
and really, like, you don't have that much other than the meat. You know, you got a couple things of sauce. So, I mean, you don't have a ton of money in this meal, and it does 2 full
For
meals
a
for us.
family of 3, it makes 2 meals for us. And like I said, they freeze really, really well. All right, so while Jonathan cleans...
So, do we keep this for leftovers for later, or can I lick my fingers like you can like a chocolate cake when you're doing it? No? This just...
I mean, if you want E. coli.
Oh, okay.
We made 13 meatballs, so we were just I like to push them down, get them covered up with a sauce so they cook really good. All right, so you're gonna cover this. You are gonna cook this on low all day long. And what I mean by all day, 6-7 hours. You can cook it on high and get it done faster, but again, low and slow produces the most tender meat in a crock pot. All right, guys, there you have it. Spaghetti and meatballs in the crock pot, ready to go as soon as you come home from work. Bon appetit.
It's good.
That's good. As always, guys, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you next week.